lined, the red dot's on the inside.
Yeah, that's what
But this is on the outside. The stem is on the outside, you just rotate it and you put it together so the stem is lined up with the thing. Put that behind you. So you need the Allen wrench. Take it off. Here's the other little box, Linda. You might want to save one of a couple of little boxes so we can downsize other big boxes, you know?
Well, the others we said, like,
Yeah.
outer tank, seat cushions, like, it's one thing, and,
Yes,
you
yes.
know? It's not like you have to move stuff to your own box.
And this foam, we need to stack somewhere out of the way, because this actually will come in very handy.
What?
The foam, don't get rid of the foam.
Don't even need pieces here.
Oh, because here's why, if we gotta make fiberglass parts, you carve with a hot knife out of the foam the shape you want, and then you put plastic over it, or wax paper, and you cover it with glass, and you make, you know what I mean, it's your mold. So, if we gotta make a few little custom parts, we should have some foam. It's also good for stacking parts when you're hauling to the paint shop, you know? That's good stuff to have around. Okay, hold before you pull that apart. Okay. First step in assembling a Berringer wheel to a tire is you take off the 2 or 3 little screws of the 20 that go around the perimeter in there, the split rims. You take the ones they have in out and you pop your wheels apart, like so. All right, and we always set these face up so we don't get any contaminants on the sealing surface. O-ring that's in the bag with the 20 screws, well, with the other 18 screws. You got a bag with it. You get the O-ring out of there. You lube it up with O-ring lube, and that holds it in the slot around here. You make sure that's in there, and we'll put the tire down over here too. We're orienting the red dot on the back of your tires with where the valve stem is on the front of your tire right here. So I'm assuming the red dot was for the valve stem. We're putting on the back side that's right beside the valve stem. So the O-ring is just sealed. There's the O-ring. The chair's going to run a bead of grease around this O-ring groove all the way around here and fit the O-ring in there. And just lightly squeeze a bead. You can put it face down. You can put that thing straight face down and run it all the way around. Just put a bead of glue on there. You know what, Jared? Let's try something else. Let's try something else. Keep it just a little bit so.
That's a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, Mom liked the way I did it on there. I'm like, yeah, wait a minute. I think you're just supposed to. It's so sticky. And you
It
do
was
get
just like he just
Yeah.
ran a bead.
You know
and
what,
pushed
just do it, just do it, because you.
Around here or on
Yeah,
that?
around there. There's a light bead, you can go real light around there. But that's what they do in a video, like Jared said, you just go around this. But this way, doing this, you don't get a chance to pick up any hair like I'm going to handle this.
Yeah, and you're not getting all messy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just track. You see any gaps or this thing?
It's in there, it's not.
All right.
Oh, there's more.
Hey Fuzzy, back off. If you have any hairs, it'll make her tire leak. Oh, that's so nice. Can you give me a little bag? Okay, now,
Look where your thing is before you know,
yeah,
your
where the
paint
red
dot.
dot is, yeah, here's the bolts.
Yeah, I know, I got them ready.
I don't know if you want to start moving one up. or
Well, I
not.
was gonna wait till you get the tire on.
Yeah, okay. All right, so,
That's our front down, correct?
That's,
Well, that's our.
that's our back, this is the front. So we gotta pay attention where the red dot goes toward the floor.
See if there's a dot on the opposite side of it.
There's the red dot. Now, what's this one? What's this and this one?
Yeah,
I don't know what the pink stuff is.
I thought
It
they were
said,
flowers.
it said in the manual that the red dot was for the stem.
Okay,
Okay, so look on
pay
the
attention.
opposite side of that.
What, can we make a mark?
Well,
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
the other one had a dot on
Yeah,
the
yeah, it
opposite
did have, it
side.
did have a funky dot, so we need to say it corresponds with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just call it.
So we're watching where that red dot is, and we know it corresponds with a smudge up here. Joe's gonna push that all the way down, past, okay. We're gonna take your rim.
Did we determine that it's not, it doesn't need to be set in the
So
exact?
No,
This-
you, that
this
valve,
has to
that
go
valve's
over
different. Yeah, that
there.
spins over where your red dot is. We all down past it. He's gonna set that on there, and we're putting 242 Loctite on all 20 screw threads and popping them in here, and just snugging them down, finger tight, you know, with a wrench.
Here, don't take that. No,
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 that's-
yeah.
I should tell you, this is all being filmed.
Oh, I didn't know. Sweet.
Here, Jess. How much you need? Oh, you don't want
That's the only way to do it. You gotta go half, 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 half. Now, we're sure that,
Dang it.
you gotta
Oh,
be
that's-
kidding me.
Just lift it up a
Oh,
little bit.
hold on. I want to try to reach through and lift the rim so it doesn't pull apart. Oh, that's gonna be tough.
Just gonna,
Yeah, it's gonna, yeah, you got it.
that's fine.
That is funny.
to go across.
Yeah, I was going to.
When you get two in, I want you to take them down just spook.
Yeah.
That way the O-ring can't come out of the groove.
It seems to be 2 inches long.
Yeah, we need a T-handle, and we were at the auto parts, I didn't think.
They both refuse to bring it back.
Oh, yeah, there's another dog that's gonna steal it. When he's by himself, he'll give it to you every time. Another
He
dog
wouldn't
is
even
there.
come near me. He just kept walking circles around the yard.
Yeah, yeah. Just keep it from the other dog.
Alright, how hard do I tighten this?
What I do, put them on there, give it, as hard, but basically as hard as I can with my fingers without hurting myself. Want me to do it?
No,
I usually start, I should have done this, usually start at the bells, get back around to it.
started 4 before it. return they came?
No, I didn't realize I was missing them. And it might be like the gearbox from Teal. It might be like the gearbox from Teal. Tony might be shipping them direct, I bet. And they probably just have them drop ship them. Hey, I dropped it.
Uh-huh.
Can't say I didn't no more. Now I have no idea where I left off. Here. Yep, definitely.
Oh my gosh, El Row.
So the last two.
That's Lulu.
What?
There's a package there for El Row. I'm like, I mean, what this is, and it just hit me. That's Lindsay, not me.
Unopened?
Yeah, from Walmart.
Oh, that was the guy.
Guy delivered it.
Here's your wrench. That squeezes tighter and tighter, and it pushes it out on the rim, right? See how that sealed that up?
Yeah.
It ain't taking it. It wasn't tight enough yet. Now it's taking air. You let the bead pop a little bit. Okay, it's good. Now, be real careful here.
Yeah. Like that.
Wow. Now, we don't have much air in it. The bead really isn't fully pushed out because it's sealed. It doesn't pop on these. It just pushes out, you know. On car tires, sometimes they'll like go boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's good to bounce it some. That helps see the bead too. Okay.
Then what?
Okay, now we can put a wrench to this. As long as the head don't turn. We should pull it
You
through.
throw a wrench on the other side too.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't know if I got another 3/8 wrench though.
There has to be one of
That
those.
crescent ain't gonna fit there. So far, it ain't turning. Pulling it right through too. Okay, now we gotta see where the cotter pin hole is lined up at. Ain't going nowhere. I don't like what factor can spin in the hole though. There's a flat nut. It ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I wish I'd turned that now. Oh, you wanna do that?
All good. Go ahead.
Oh wait, take that off. Always set your torque low on your bit
Yeah.
so you don't tear nothing up. Here, I'm slipping. You get a little crooked, it won't drill in.
You know what? I didn't realize I picked that up.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta run through that anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Oh, you can.
Separate, still don't fit right here. You get a reamer, clean them out round. The reamer makes a rounder hole. Hey guys, got day 2 under wraps here. for building the Badlands. Today we fit the super style tail wheel fork in here. We had a little bit of work getting the bushings to allow the pivot arm to go through, and a little bit of grinding work to get the rings fit, but everything's roughed in, make sure it fits. So I like to fit everything before we cover a plane, make sure it's going to go together easy and ain't going to be banging on it later. And did a little work on the floorboards. There's 7 floorboards that go in a Badlands Traveller. You start back here, and what I did is make a little crude drawing with the width of the back and the front and the length of each one. So what we're doing on this one, we're skipping the carbon fiber for cost, and also like the looks of wood grain on the floor. So we're going to have 1/4 inch plywood in here, birch plywood, and we got all the measurements made. So as soon as we get our sheet, hopefully by Friday, we'll be able to start cutting and notching floorboards for in here. So I got that all ready, and then look, this thing takes a lot. It takes 20 of these hex riv nuts. These are dang nice. I've never seen a hex one, and they fit in here to hold the rudder pedals in, and also the back of the front seat will bolt down to these heavy duty flanges. These 4 here are longer than the rest of them, but you have to take a little powder coat out to make these fit in here, and worked on that, got those all bumped in and hammered home. Well, borrowing Joe Morlock's riv nut driver. Mine is too small, and then it goes up to number 10 screws. So these 1/4 20s are heavy duty, and we got to get the big set off of Joe to make this happen. Also, while we're in the neighborhood, we got underneath these pillow blocks where your torque tube for your sticks go. You have to take powder coat off of there, and we, as per the directions there on the build videos from Badlands, you wrap tape around the front and the back, and then put a nice stainless hose clamp on each side and clamp down on that tape so you don't injure this stuff. And then you can use a wire wheel to take off all the powder coat where these pillow blocks go. We got them in there with a little lube on them. They have to come out, so we didn't put nuts or anything on them. They have to come out to put floorboards in, but we got that all fit, and we got our push rod in here between the sticks, and got our sticks set pretty much where we think we're going to want them. You can see how the elevator, the Teleflex cables will both hook up here and go back for the elevator on. It's kind of cool. First plane I've built with Teleflex cables in it. You usually have bell cranks and push rods going back through. With the cables, you can run them under the floor, and they're non-factor in your cargo bay. And some people do that in the Highlander, but it's tough. It's tough bending that rod and getting it right. So we'll see how that goes. You got the panel frame up here. These bend over and interlock with the boot cowl glare shield that goes up here between the firewall and there. It's just roughly fitted. The avionics tray is just clecoed in with a couple clecos. They give you a beautiful avionics tray to set in there. And what else we do? Yeah, we've got more of those hex 1/4 20 cam or riv nuts driven in up here. And we did a little brake work. We got these beautiful, Ray opted for the 10-inch. You got the 29-inch Aero Classics with 10-inch Berringer brakes on them. And I got one set up here. We got the other parts laying on the floor for the other axle. We want to do a video of assembled nose. I'm just saving it. This is kind of like my trial and error when I learned about them on this one. But you can kind of see the cool factor of these things. Is amazing how it's a free floating disc, and you can just take the cotter pin and the nut off and pull your tire, and your disc just stays suspended on in the caliper. It just stays there, and when you slide it back on, you interlock it with the rim, and it's just, I've never seen anything so low maintenance. There's no weight to it either, because the disc is just their outer ring. So you save all that weight of the whole hub on the disc and that, and they got very light calipers and everything, but heavy duty but light, and just a beautiful setup. They cost some bucks, but boy, I can see why people opt for them. And that's about it for today. We got some hardware here to finish up on the sticks. We got to do some fitting on get the sticks over top of these. There's going to be some cleaning out, powder coat tomorrow, and and try to do a neat job there. Probably do the hose clamp trick on that again. And hey, look at that. They give you a hole to bring your push to talk button right out of the stick. You don't have to do that yourself. And it's all powder coated and that, so you can fish your push to talk or any other wires you might run in your control stick grip. You can fish it right out through there and take it up to your rack without. Really impressed with the fit and finish of this kit. It's a cut above your average kit for sure. And that, I think the guys at Badlands are building a hell of an airplane here. Do a quick update on what we've done the last few days. We got the side stringers in and glued. We high sawed them in, and we set them to the depth of the side window frame, which we still have to drill and rivet to the airframe on each one of these uprights. We also got to punch out the door hinge. We have it all marked for rivet holes in that on the center of the tube. But this is going to be a carbon fiber side door, cargo door, and we've got the frame roughed in. We're going to rivet it in place, get the hinge in, and get the carbon fiber door on. It comes with a couple really nice flush latches that go in behind all this and hold it shut. Like I said, both stringers are on. The top stringer is actually, if you can see back there at the tail, Ray has it all carved out to fit the vertical fin. It'll rivet and glue to that and set on these stringers. And we also have this guy clecoed in, I believe. Yeah, we got the clecos in here, and this top stringer will be cut off here, and will kind of meet the back side of here and have a screw run into a plug inserted in the end, kind of like a star fastener. Today we got all the floorboards in. Ray and Mark Stefanko and myself worked on the floorboards. You'll see a lot of sawdust all over the airframe. We started at the front and worked our way back, and they did a pretty good job. We used 1/4-inch birch instead of the carbon fiber, just as a money saving thing and a character adding thing. We kind of like the way a hardwood floorboard looks in an airplane and that, so we've got some decent birch plywood and got them all made, and Ray and Paul are gonna polish them up and lacquer them or polyurethane them and get them all set up. So that's all ready to go. So I guess next up, we'll probably get this door fitted up and get the hinge in and get the frames all riveted in, and then probably work on we gotta get some more high saw. We ran out of high saw on the side stringer, so get the top stringer in next. And we got some more direction from the Badlands folks on putting in the throttle flap handle. We've got that fancy flap handle and throttle combination going in, and we got some pictures from them what we're going to do. So that's coming up next, and yeah, that's about a wrap for what we did. It don't seem like much, but stuff takes up a little bit of time. The floorboards were incredible. It was a very long day of work. I think they're going to turn out pretty decent when we're done. That's about it.